I think we're going to do the funny thing again, huh?
Oh, this is supposed to be funny?
Ho! Talk a little more?
Hey, my name is Craig. This is all going in the episode, right?
Well, this is in the video. This is if we ever release the videos, people are going to see this part right here. But you know when the podcast starts? Right now.
Right now?
If you start it.
Well, give me a second. I want to take a break for a second.
Sure. But you know what? But I'm going to let you start it this time because I think that you should start it.
Okay, but I'm going to get some water first.
Sure. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to Two Guys Talking About...
Wait. I'm supposed to start it. I was gearing up. I was gearing up to do it.
Okay,
just let me gear up again. I'm going to get a drink of water and have a fresh voice.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Two Guys.
No, Greg. I was just about to do it. Literally just about to do it.
The sad thing is no one's ever going to hear this part.
No?
This is not part of it.
This isn't part of it?
Nope.
Okay, well, here goes.
This is just for us.
Okay, good. Hey, welcome to... I'm talking about lettuce.
Whoa, I like that. You sort of sung it. I like that.
Yeah. Sort of like the Johnny Carson. I'm talking about lettuce.
Jimmy. Yeah, I remember that. He used to say, here's Jimmy.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. My name is Greg Benson.
Why would you think Jimmy? I mean, how many episodes of that show were there? And how many
there were at least half a dozen. I probably more.
Yeah, probably hundreds.
Have we done the introduction yet?
No. Well, you started, and then I interrupted you.
Oh, so. No, you go right ahead. I hate to start off on a bad note.
Well, you already did say your name, so you don't need to say your name again.
All right, hey, I'm Greg Benson.
I'm Craig. No, I'm Craig Benzine. Welcome to the episode.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. These we're actually recording this on a Friday, and it comes out on Sundays.
God,
so,
Craig. Here's it. I knew you'd make a big deal over that. Can't a person just say words without his friend making a big deal over things?
You're right. There could be people listening to this on a Tuesday.
It doesn't matter if it comes out on a Sunday or on Patreon comes out on a Wednesday. Some people might not listen to it on Tuesday, and frankly, I think that those people might feel undervalued, and that's why I wanted to single them out so that they felt special. Okay. But now you've taken that away, and the Tuesday people feel like shit. Thanks a lot, Craig.
I think they probably feel fine, but also, what about people on Monday and Thursday and Saturday? And
well, I mean, those people are already special, and they know that they're special.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
So people who listen on Tuesday don't know that they're special?
No, they're filled with self-doubt and a little bit of self-hatred. And
what is it about listening on a Tuesday that those people are drawn to?
You'd have to ask them. I've never listened on a Tuesday because I have self-esteem. But you'd have to ask those Tuesday people.
Okay.
Those fucked up, shitty Tuesday people.
Wow. We're getting to the goods right away.
I just wanted to make them feel good, because nothing in their life is going as planned.
I don't think you're making them feel good.
They're listening to this on a Tuesday when all hope is lost, and I just want them to feel good about themselves.
Okay, all right. Listen, Tuesday people. I apologize if you're listening on a Tuesday.
Yeah, me too.
This is not true. Greg does not know what he's talking about.
Tuesday people, put down the Jägermeister and just enjoy your day.
So people once. On Tuesday, they drink Jaeger. Are they doing Jaeger bombs?
Yeah, they're doing Jaeger bombs. What is a Jaeger bomb? Is that when you go in, you bomb a country and then drink Jaeger?
No.
What is that? You had to bring up war, didn't you?
No, I did not. It's a drink. It involves dropping a shot of something in Jaeger. I'm not sure what, and then you drink it up. I don't remember.
Oh, it's probably a COVID vaccine. Is that what it is?
That'd be great. Although I don't know if you should take the COVID vaccine orally. I don't know if that really is effective.
Name 3 things you should take orally.
Okay, I knew if I used the word oral, even before, like an entire sentence before I said the word oral, I knew how you were going to respond.
Nothing gets by Greg Branston, that's for sure. Those of you listening at home, if you have keen ears, you'll notice that I just said my last name wrong. It's actually Benson. You probably noticed I said Branston. Congratulations. If you noticed, you just got 16 points.
Any opportunity to say your name, and you will take it, for sure.
Well, it's a good name. It's a good name. It's served me well all these years.
Yeah, it just reminds me of the show Benson. Have you ever seen the show Benson?
Yeah.
Okay, so in lettuce news today, this is I got to get this out early to make sure that people.
This is everyone's least favorite part of this podcast.
Well, no, this is important. This is important.
Okay,
this is,
let's hear it.
So there's been a salad recall at Trader Joe's.
Oh no, I like to go to Trader Joe's. What sort of salad did they recall? I hope not the butter lettuce.
No, is that
Good.
a thing? Yeah. Is that a thing at Trader Joe's? The butter lettuce?
Oh yeah, they have the butter lettuce. It's great. It's slathered with butter. It's delicious. What kind of lettuce did they recall at Trader Joe's?
Lemony arugula basil salad kit.
Well, come on. Anybody who would buy that deserves to get sick. I mean, that's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous salad to buy.
You don't like arugula?
No. I don't like the people who buy arugula.
Oh my God. But you like arugula.
And listen, I don't mean to alienate any of our listeners who buy arugula.
I mean, I feel like you do. That's like, how could that not? You just don't like them. You just said you don't like them.
I do not care for those people.
Oh, but you don't want to alienate them.
No, I don't want to alienate them. I do not care for them.
What if they were listening to this? Do you want them to be listening to this podcast?
I can't answer all your questions, Craig. I'm not the answer man. I pose questions.
Okay. So they potentially undeclared wheat and eggs contained in the kit. Undeclared. You have to declare your wheat and eggs.
I'm sorry. Wait, they're recalling salad because it might have wheat and eggs in it?
No. Undeclared wheat and eggs.
Meaning that they didn't say, by the way, there might be wheat or eggs in your salad.
Yes. Any person with a wheat and egg sensitivity could be at risk.
So that salad is not going to poison the average person, but if you happen to be like celiac or egg sensitive, you're in trouble.
Well, you might be in trouble.
Let me ask you a question. Why are wheat and eggs in a salad?
But they're not. Apparently, they're not supposed to be. Apparently, it's a lemony arugula basil salad kit.
So here's what I imagine. I imagine that there's like this huge factory, probably in Thailand, where they make the lemon arugula salad kit. And you've got all these, 12 to 14-year-olds making the salad kits.
Okay, sure. That's probably true.
At 70 cents a day. Okay. And one of them brought in a big basket of wheat and eggs, and like, where should I put this? And they're like, keep it away from the lemon arugula salad. And then the kid who's just like 12 years old has very poor muscle density, and can barely hold this heavy basket of wheat and eggs. Trips on another.
Is this problematic?
No,
problematic?
No, hang on a second. Okay. He trips on another child who's passed out on the floor from overwork. And the wheat and the eggs go everywhere. They go into the big salad making machine that they have. They got a big. It's like an assembly line machine that they have. Like you would see on I Love Lucy when it went too fast and Lucy couldn't keep up with the machine.
Right. Yeah. The Vita Mita. No, that was a different thing. The Vita Mita.
The La Vita Loca is what I think you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And that's incorrect.
La Vita Loca.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So anyways, and then the wheat and the eggs.
That's the one where she gets drunk from Jaeger bombs.
That's right. So all the salads are contained with wheat and egg, contaminated with wheat and eggs, and that's how we ended up in this place right now. And by the way, I hope that the people who are listening to this on Tuesday have especially enjoyed this story.
Now listen, why? But don't you wait? Who are the people you hate? Now I can't remember. Oh, the people who would buy that salad? Is that who?
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway,
I forget. Listen. I make this stuff up as I go along. None of this is written.
You make up who you hate and don't as you go along.
Yeah. Well, you have to. You have to. That's what everybody does in this world. You have to figure out who to hate, and then you make children. You make little tiny versions of you, and you teach them who to hate.
But you also immediately forget who you hate.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't. A lot of people are pretty set in their ways of who they hate. Yeah. We're talking this now. This all of a sudden, this is a serious conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, child labor in Thailand could also be a serious conversation if we wanted it to be.
I'm sure they're just glad they're working. I'm sure they're very thankful that they are working, and God bless them.
Sure. I also don't know if what's the situation is in Thailand. We're being very, very insensitive here.
I don't know if we are. I mean, all right. So Bangladesh,
also,
fine. Bangladesh.
Question,
we'll settle it. Bangladesh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have a bigger question.
Yes.
Here.
What's your bigger question? And say it in a bigger voice if it's a bigger question.
Well, why are we packing up salads on the other side of the world?
Because it's cheap labor. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. Haven't you ever bought a $4 shirt at Old Navy?
Yeah, but that's a shirt. That's a little different. I feel like that would survive shipping a little better than a salad.
They got planes. That salad's going to be here in 12 hours. It's fine.
Still, that seems like, I don't know. That seems like
they're going to put it on the Concorde. It'll be here in 7 hours.
Okay. Is that what they do?
They don't even have the Concorde anymore, by the way. Well, Thailand owns the Salad Corporation of Thailand or Bangladesh. They own a few Concordes. Hey, listen, we're getting off topic. I have prepared something.
I'm just glad I got that out early, and everyone be careful out there.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of none of this is written ahead of time, I'm going to do a little bit now that has been written ahead of time. You're forewarned. We were talking about reviews that people have left on Apple Podcasts or iTunes or whatever it's called. And I want to thank everybody for leaving those reviews. So I have some reviews that I would like to read here. These are reviews of our podcast that have not yet been written. So here they are. And as soon as someone writes them in a future podcast, we will let you know who wrote these reviews. Okay.
Sure. This seems very useful. Yeah.
Here's one. Greg and Craig are just like the Marx Brothers, except there's only two of them and they both talk.
Yeah. Did we not read this already?
No. This is it.
Okay.
All right. These guys say funny things and occasionally say not funny things. 5 stars! Exclamation point.
Pretty good.
That's a good one. Here's another one. Hilarious. That's what this show wishes it could be. And it succeeds.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
That.
All right, yeah. I got 2 more. And by the way, I'm giving plenty here so that people can choose which one of these they want to write.
Sure.
Here's another one. I have listened to all the episodes so far, and I can tell you my bursitis has magically gone away.
Your what?
Bursitis?
I don't know what that is.
Well, I don't either, but I mean, somebody has it and it went away.
Oh, all right.
So congratulations.
Congratulations, future person who will write that review.
And here's the last one. Best podcast ever, except for when they talk about lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good. So those are just some reviews that we will see actually posted in the future by some of our listeners. And I'm so excited to find out who writes these reviews.
Yeah. I don't think that's how reviews work, but
no, it's how it works on this show.
And since we don't like lettuce, we don't like talking about lettuce. I have another bit of lettuce news for you.
Oh, good. We should call this 2 guys who don't like talking about lettuce.
Well, I mean, it's called talking about lettuce, so it doesn't say that we like it.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. True. Good point. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. Excuse me?
What?
Who?
What?
Excuse me?
No, go ahead, Steve.
Who?
I want you to go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Yeah, but what did you call me just now?
I didn't say it. Just go ahead. Read the thing, Steve. Go ahead.
Wait, there it was again. What? Did you just call me Steve? Did you?
What? No, I didn't.
Who's Steve?
No, I don't know.
Do you remember my name? Do you remember my name, Greg?
See, once again, I knew that you would make a big deal out of it. You can't just let a guy get away with saying something. You gotta point it out. You gotta make a big deal. That's your thing. Okay.
Well, if it's my name, yeah.
All right. Let's agree to disagree. Just go ahead and read the thing, Steve.
Who is Steve? Who is Steve?
Oh, this is so good. This is good content.
It sure is.
I want to congratulate everybody who's listening to this, not just the Tuesday people. I mean, congratulations. You have stumbled upon something very special.
I thought you were going to congratulate both of us.
No, we're in the middle of it. You cannot congratulate yourself.
Oh,
I mean, that would be self-congratulatory.
That would be the definition. Okay, so lettucelorry carrying marijuana worth 3.7 million pounds.
Wait, let me just clarify something. Her name is lettucelorry?
No. A lorry carrying a lorry. So like a thing that carries lettuce.
I prefer if this is a story about someone whose name is lettucelorry.
Okay, I can change it.
Okay.
Lorry was hauling a lettuce lorry carrying.
Oh. Wait, can you just you just said lorry, but can you say her name is lettucelorry? Lettucelorry is carrying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lettucelorry was carrying a lettuce lorry of marijuana worth 3.7 million pounds. And it was pulled over in Spain's Bilbao. I guess that's a town.
Oh, Bilbao? Yeah, Bilbao Baggins.
No, that's a character in Lord of the Rings.
That's what it's named after.
Hobbit.
That's right. That's what the town is named after.
No, because that would be Bilbo.
Well,
go
listen. Can you just stop getting distracted and just tell us more about lettucelorry?
Okay. It was pulled over before boarding an Ireland-bound ferry. Basically, someone was hiding a bunch of marijuana. Someone named lettucelorry was hiding a bunch of marijuana in a lettuce lorry on its way to Ireland from Spain.
Can I just point out what are the odds that someone who's carrying a lettuce lorry would actually be named lettucelorry? I mean, that's amazing.
It's also not true.
That's like a one in a million chance is what that is.
I know. It's incredible. It would be incredible, yes.
And I'm good with numbers, so I just want to say I'm amazed.
So if you're good with numbers, how many million did I just say? I'm
good with some numbers. I'm not good with all the numbers. Like the even numbers I'm a little iffy on. But odd numbers I'm pretty good with, as long as they're 2 digits or less.
Okay, so this was 3.7 million pounds.
Yeah, that's way too high for me. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Once you get past 99, you don't even know what's going on.
90 what?
So you can't get past 90?
No. What's that second word you said after you said 90? Hein?
Oh, 9. That's an odd number. 9.
9.
You know 98?
Never heard of that.
You heard of 98, right?
I'm pretty familiar. Listen, I don't want to point out my shortcomings on this show.
Okay.
And I feel like right now you're ridiculing me.
No. I feel like it just seems like pretty basic stuff. But we'll try to. I'll point out your long comings. We won't point out your short.
Focus on my knowledge of the alphabet. I'm really good with like the second half of the alphabet. First half is tough. The second half I'm really good at.
So starting at like M?
No, starting around P or Q.
Okay.
I forget which comes first, if it's Q or P. One of those.
Okay.
But I'm pretty good. I know most of the letters after that.
So R then. You know R?
Ra.
Yeah, that's
Ra.
how it's...
Makes a R sound, right?
Yeah.
See, I know that one.
Okay. S. You know that?
That's the plural one, right? Everything's plural if you put that at the beginning?
Yeah, at the end.
At the end. You put it at the end. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. All right, listen. I feel like we've done enough with this bit. Can I point out to everyone that Craig and I are trained comedy professionals? Do not attempt to make these jokes at home.
Where were you trained?
We've been just in life. You were just trained just by living life. So people should not attempt these types of jokes at home because they won't work as well as they do here on the podcast.
Because they're not living life?
Well, I mean, you obviously, you and I have lived a comedy life. Other people, they live different types of lives, but we're living a comedy life.
How do you live a comedy life? What is that exactly?
Hey, listen, you've done it. You tell me. You're the one living La Vida Loca.
I make jokes a lot in my day-to-day.
Well, that's right there. That's comedy right there.
And but I mostly spend my time in a basement editing video.
Man, and somehow you still get 20,000 steps a day.
Okay. Lately, I've been walking 3 to 4 hours outside. So yes, is that comedy life?
I think I'm going to actually open up my phone to the Unreliable Health app, and I'm going to tell you that I think that I've had like fewer steps in the past 2 days than maybe in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yesterday,
you should probably, if you see an app and it's called the Unreliable Health app, I wouldn't trust that one.
I want to point out, actually, Wednesday was probably my worst day of the year. Wednesday, 2,122 steps.
Not bad.
I really didn't. I know that's bad. I did not do much walking.
Yeah. That was Wednesday?
That was on Wednesday. Day before, over 10,000 steps.
What were you doing?
I was just working on the computer. You know how you ever work on a computer? Do you ever do that?
I do that a lot. And in fact, that is why I'm doing the 20,000 steps a day challenge, because I was working on my computer a lot.
Well, that makes sense. By the way, speaking of computers, there's a computer website you can go to called patreon.com/2guystalkingaboutlettuce, and you'll never guess what they have there. They have exclusive bonus talking, where we talk for a few minutes and it's edited out of the main podcast.
Yes.
And guess when that starts?
It's in 5 minutes?
Nope. In 1.5 minutes.
Okay, 1.5 minutes. Oh, wait, let me set a timer.
We have some vamping to do. No, it starts right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/2guystalkingaboutlettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
And that's the end of the bonus talking section. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We talked about a joke sandwich. So you know what I'm thinking I'm going to do? I think we should
talk about other things.
Yeah, no, and we only talked about joke sandwich. We didn't talk about anything else.
I feel like there was a more
Nope. We talked
crucial thing we talked about.
We talked about joke sandwiches. So I think what we should do is title this episode after something that happened in the bonus talking section. So I think we should title this episode Joke Sandwiches. And that way,
we're going to title it "What's in the bonus section," so no one's going to know why it's titled that.
Yeah. So, but if they want to know what we were talking about, then they're going to have to go and listen to the special bonus talking section.
And what's funny is that you picked the subject matter, the much cleaner subject matter of the bonus talking.
Yeah, there was something else that we talked about in bonus talking that I was glad that only 7 or 8 people were going to hear. But now that I'm encouraging more people to actually join Patreon, then more people are going to hear the extremely embarrassing thing that we talked about that we will not mention right now.
No, absolutely. What are we going to talk about now, Greg? Did you do any research for this episode?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
I researched those reviews that had not yet been written. Did you do anything like that?
That's not research. That's just you writing stuff. That's how do you? I mean, you did prepare. I guess that's preparing.
Yes, I prepared.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen. Here's the thing. I thought that it would be fun to have a section of the podcast because nobody ever does this on podcasts. I thought we would have a paper tearing section, and we could choose if it's just one episode or it's going to be a lot of episodes.
Okay.
But I thought we could tear some paper and see how that goes.
When did you think that? When did you think we should do that?
I've been thinking about it since before we even started the whole thing. Like about a year or two before we even started the whole podcast. I'm like, one of these days, if Craig and I do one of those lettuce podcasts, we should have a paper tearing section.
Okay, what led you to paper tearing? Because lettuce is like paper, or
I don't recall what my thought process was on that, but I know whatever it was succinct.
It's okay.
All right. So here we go. Paper tearing section. Here we go. Wow. So you actually tore something out. I'm tearing paper. You're tearing like a check register.
Yeah, well, it's blank. And the only paper I have.
All right, go for it. Wait, I couldn't hear that. Maybe it was too close to the microphone. Try that again.
Too close.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bad. I could hear a little of that, but then it stops. I think the microphone freaks out. It's like, what's that?
Yeah. The microphone's like, wait. That's right. I have the paper tearing filter on my microphone.
Oh, that's right. You know, I never really understood the point of that.
Well, clearly it's for this reason. No one wants to hear this. Actually, that sounds very nice.
No, that did sound pretty good. Hey, you know, a lot of people probably want to know. Hey, a lot of people probably listen to this podcast and say things to themselves like, "Man, I sure wish Greg and Craig would tell us what sort of microphones they're using because their voices sound like magic."
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
That's why every podcast you hear, they talk about what kind of microphone they're using.
Well, then they do it every episode. We're only going to do it in this episode, which I believe is episode 8. Happy episode 8, by the way.
Yeah.
What kind of microphone are you using?
Oh my God, episode 8? That's great.
This is episode 8. I know. 8. Lucky number 8.
Yeah. I forgot what kind of microphone I have.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see.
Yeah. Anyway, well, sorry guys. Sorry, we can't be more specific than that.
I have a CU414.
What is that? Who makes that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that was a great section. Oh, we're still doing it. You're looking at your microphone.
I actually need to. Here's the deal. Hang on a second. I have to actually.
AKG makes it, Greg. AKG makes.
Oh man. Okay, so hang on. I have to actually. Just a second. Look at.
Okay, he's getting his phone flashlight out.
I had to put my phone flashlight on the back of it because the model number is written in black on black, which is very difficult to read unless you have.
It might be an indication that this information isn't that important. That might be,
or that someone is trying to hide it from the public, and I'm the only one who's going to reveal the truth.
Wow. Okay. What is it?
It's a Sterling Audio ST55.
Super duper.
Yeah.
Are you what they would call a gearhead?
No, I'm really not. But when I wanted to buy this is called a large diaphragm mic because it has a large diaphragm.
Okay, keep it clean.
Yep. Which keeps it from getting pregnant.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. So when it was time to buy a microphone, I remember someone, I don't know who it was, who told me, probably someone named Bob or Jim or Elizabeth, told me that.
Okay, why one of those three names?
I'm just guessing. Don't make a big deal out of everything. So
I'm detecting that you're annoyed by me, Greg.
Not in the least. Not in the least. So, Bob or Susan or Jimmy or whoever it was told me. They said if you're gonna go and buy a microphone, they said go to a place like Guitar Center where they have a bunch of microphones and just ask them to record you talking into a bunch of different mics, because they have it all set up, and then you can play it back over headphones and you can hear whatever sounds best with your own voice. And so that's exactly what I did. And I spoke into each one and I would say which microphone it was. And then I listened back and I'm like, I'm going to buy that microphone.
What did you say? Can you do an example of what you said in the microphone at the Guitar Center?
I said,
okay, why are you covering your mouth?
Well, because just in case you have any problems, sometimes a microphone cuts out, it's got a short in it. You want to hear what that's going to sound like,
Yeah, but you can't, that's just something that happens to the mic. You don't recreate it with your mouth. That's not how.
All right, name 5 things you do recreate with your mouth. Orally.
All right. Words.
Okay, yeah, that's an obvious one.
Notes.
Notes? I feel like you can write notes. I have notes on my phone. I don't really use my mouth for those.
Like music notes. I mean,
music. I thought you meant you're just taking notes.
No. Music notes.
Well, you should have said music notes.
All right. Volume.
Volume. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Timbre.
Mm-hmm. Color.
No.
Oh, that's more visual, isn't it?
Well, there are colors in your mouth. There's white and there's red. And I don't know. I know what your mouth looks like.
For those of you who are not watching the video version of this, which has never been released, Craig actually stuck his tongue out when he said red. He stuck it in. He's doing it again right now. He just stuck his tongue out twice, and you guys couldn't even see it. I could see it. You guys can't see it.
Yeah. So you can create like this with your tongue.
Oh, whoa! Now he's curled his tongue up into a circle. And now it's that weird thing that looks sort of like a flower. It's got like three points sticking out. He's done that thing with his tongue. What else can you do? Name 6 more things you can do with your tongue.
I said 5 was the arrangement. So I'm done. I am done.
That's it? All right.
Yeah.
So you can make your tongue stick it out flat or in like a tube or that weird 3-pointed flower thing, like a 3-leaf clover. Let's call that the clover. I don't know if I could do the clover.
I practiced it back when I saw it on America's Funniest People. Remember that show? Dave Coulier. Okay, Greg, stop sticking your tongue out.
I can't do the 3-leaf clover thing.
I saw it on America's Funniest People, and then I practiced until I got it. You see the crease? You know you're doing the crease right there?
Uh-huh.
You can do the crease with your tongue.
Uh-huh.
You do and then you can do the loop.
Yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. I call it the tube.
You combine the two. That's how you do it. That's how you do the 3-flower thing.
I don't think that my tongue wants to do this. You guys are missing some great visual stuff. I just want to point out you guys are missing an amazing visual experience.
Let's talk more about what they're missing.
Your
shirt is pretty nice. What does it say? Quality supply?
It says quality supply. This is the only
Good job
shirt
on all those letters, by the way. Some of those are in the first half of the alphabet.
Well, I didn't make the shirt. I mean, you
said the word.
Yeah, but you said it first, and then I think if anyone rewinds the podcast, they'll hear that you said it first.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yes.
This is a shirt that I have that has a bunch of holes in it, but it's the only shirt that I have that has a version of the American flag on it. So I keep it because I need to wear it every July 4th.
Okay. It's June 3rd right now, but
well, I know, but I can wear it on other days. But this is one of those shirts that I wear a lot. It's very soft, but it's got holes in it. Here's a hole right here. See?
Well, I'm glad you wore your best for this podcast.
Nothing but the best for you, Craig. Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you.
Can you say it one more time?
Nothing but the best for you.
Thank you. Can you say it high pitched? High pitched?
Nothing but the best for you.
Okay. Can you say it like Sylvester Stallone?
Oh God, no.
Oh, you can't?
No. He does not know words. He's not very good at things.
Yeah, but you did do an impression of him in an earlier episode.
Yesterday I was peeing, and I of course I had to think about Sylvester Stallone to make sure that it came out well.
I really love stories that start with "Yesterday I was peeing." I love that.
That's one thing that's one thing I know about you. Everybody knows that about you.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was peeing, and I had to think about Sylvester Stallone to make sure that it flowed smoothly, as a lot of people do.
If this is your first episode that you're listening to, by the way, don't worry about it. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, so anyway, Sylvester Stallone, in my imagination, he was trying to close a door, but he put his hand over like the door jamb, and he was pushing the door onto his fingers, and then he was like, my fingers are caught in the door. It hurts trying to close the door. And he kept pushing harder and harder to try to get it closed. And every time he pushed it, just hurt more and more. This really hurts. So, and then the pee just flowed. Just anytime I imagine Sylvester Stallone doing something stupid, the pee just flowed. And I really hope that our listeners have have learned from that and have experienced the joy.
Why don't you comment your experience of how you got yourself to pee by thinking of Sylvester Stallone doing dumb things?
Yeah, leave a comment, guys. And it's not easy to leave a comment on a podcast, so just go to any random YouTube video, leave a comment about your pee and Sylvester Stallone, and then we'll find them.
Maybe like a local government YouTube channel. Or something.
Yeah. Or just write your local government, or you could even you could even email president@whitehouse.gov to tell them about your experience.
Or your aunt. You could email your aunt.
Or your aunt. Your aunt could write president@whitehouse.gov. Good point.
Well, yeah. You know what I mean. Okay.
Here, let's talk about things to say when you meet celebrities, because we're talking about like writing the president about something random. Let me just say this. As a famous celebrity, one thing that I've experienced when my super fans come up to me.
You're talking about you.
Yes. Yeah, me. As a famous celebrity.
I mean, you're in commercials. You're a big deal.
Very famous. Extremely famous celebrity. Everybody knows my name. So anyway,
I agree, Greg. I agree.
When one of my two fans approaches me. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I just gave it away. I only have two fans.
Oh, what are their names?
Steve and Jennifer, I think, or maybe it's Elizabeth. It's Elizabeth and Michael.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Ignacio and Jorge. Okay. That's what it is.
Okay.
So when Ignacio and Jorge approach me,
yes,
they don't speak a word of English, and so they say "Hola, amigo," and I say yes, and they're like "Donde está mi camisa, por favor?" and I say "You're wearing it."
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a weird conversation.
It's the only Spanish I know. It's literally the only Spanish I know.
So they come up to you and ask you where their shirt?
Yeah, and they're very polite about it.
Yeah, where their shirt is?
Where's my shirt, please?
Yeah.
And I say, "You're wearing it."
Okay.
It's a good conversation. I'm glad that we could talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, here's the deal. One time I was in the airport at LAX, which is a great place to see celebrities because celebrities got to fly places.
They do. I saw Michael Cera there, and I saw Woody Harrelson there.
Whoa, nice.
Nice. That's probably it, I think.
So I'm there with my buddy Dave, and we're about to fly off to a job in Hawaii. We're about to go off and do a job together in Hawaii, which is really fun. We were hired to do a hit on somebody. But anyway, we won't talk about that.
Oh, all right.
So anyway, Todd Rundgren is there. Do you know who Todd Rundgren is?
If you're an actual hitman, Greg, don't even mention it.
Really?
Don't even
I shouldn't talk about it?
No. You shouldn't even say anything about it.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. I'll talk to my parole officer about it because I don't want to I don't want to break any of their rules, and I want to make sure that I'm not exposing too much information about where they have relocated me in the witness relocation program. We won't talk about that either. Huh?
So you've already said you live in California, in LA.
Yeah.
So
and my address is 17.
No, Greg. No. Why would you say your address? No one's asking you for your address.
Well, no, it's not like I've told them my social security number, which is
no.
369.
You don't have Greg.
What?
No. You don't have to say it. I know when you say social security number, I know what you're referring to. You don't have to say the actual number for me to understand.
I'm just trying to tell a story about Todd Rundgren, and I feel like you're not letting me tell the story.
Go on. Tell the story. You went to Hawaii.
Anyway, yeah. So before we get on the plane, Todd Rundgren is there. Apparently, he lives in Hawaii, and he's there at LAX. And I go up to him, and I'm like, I'm not gonna just go up and say like, "Hey, I'm a big fan," because that's what everybody says. You got to come up with something original. So I went up. I went up to Todd Rundgren, and I was with my buddy Dave, and I went, "Hey, Todd, this is my buddy Dave over here. What he does when his socks start to wear down, he throws all of his socks out, and then he just buys a bunch of new socks. That way, they all match." And he was like, "Oh, that's a really good idea." I said, "Yeah." And here's another good idea. I have a Poulon lawnmower, which is true. It's called Poulon. I've never heard of that before or since, but it's a lawnmower that I got for free. So a Poulon lawnmower. I said, so what I did was I took the bag off of it and I replaced the blade with a mulching blade, and that way it mulches the grass. The grass just goes back, sits on top of the other grass, helps to fertilize it, and you never have to bag grass. And he's like, "Hey, that's a great idea too." I was like, "All right, good meeting you." See, And I didn't even talk to him about what a fan I was or how much I loved his music.
Yeah, but you did say things that I wouldn't. If one stranger saying to another, I would just feel weird about.
I don't know. I feel like I gave him a helpful tip. Actually, 2 helpful tips, because a lot of people when their socks start to wear down, they buy new socks without throwing the old socks away.
Sure.
And then you got a bunch of socks that don't match.
If I'm walking down the street, and someone comes up to me and just tells me about how their friend handles their own socks,
I know you're going to say thank you. That's a great tip. I know you are. I know.
I'm probably going to be uncomfortable. I'm probably going to be like, why is this person telling me this?
Oh, I thought you were going to be uncomfortable because you felt silly having all those mismatched socks.
No, I actually don't mind having mismatched socks because you're not wearing them all at the same time. So it doesn't really matter.
All right. Sure you're not. Sure you're not wearing them all at the same time. Okay. Fine. All right. I bet your feet are freezing. Mr. One pair of socks at a time, but your feet are so cold.
My feet are fine, actually.
You walk outside. Here's the problem. If you're only wearing one pair of socks, you walk outside in the snow, they're immediately going to get soaking wet. And then you don't have other layers of socks to protect you from the wetness of the snow.
Sure. I feel like you're missing a crucial aspect of footwear. Shoes or boots.
Well, I don't see what difference that makes, because if you put the socks outside the shoes or boots, the socks are still going to get soaking wet. You're going to need multiple layers.
Yeah.
You need multiple. Let me finish. Let me finish. Can't you let a man finish?
I think I know where you're going, but go ahead. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Just give me a second here to finish my thought.
Okay. Go on.
I'm finished.
Okay. Greg, you don't put socks over shoes. You put shoes over socks.
Well, maybe you don't.
I don't. No, and nor do I would say the vast majority of people.
Well, how are you going to soak up the wetness from the snow? That's my question to you.
Oh, wait, is that the goal? Is that the goal, to soak up the wetness?
No, it's not the goal, but it's obviously something that happens when you wear your socks outside of your shoes. You're not thinking, man. You're not thinking with your head.
I don't want to soak them up. I don't want to soak up the snow. I just don't.
Well, that's your thing. If that's what you're into, go ahead and wear your socks under your shoes, or however you do it.
I will.
What do you do? You just ball them up and you put them inside your shoes around where the toe is?
No, you wear them on your foot, and then you put your foot in the shoe.
Craig, you come up with the weirdest stuff on this show. Oh my God. Where do you come up with this stuff?
Common sense.
I don't understand how your brain works.
It's just rational thoughts.
That's why people listen to the show. They love to hear what you come up with.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta wipe my eyes. I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm so sad.
Why? Why?
No, I just mean as a person, just in general. I'm just very sad, and I cover it up with humor, but really, I'm horribly sad. What's that?
Greg,
huh?
Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
Why are you sad? You said you were very sad.
Just the state of the world. Hey, let's not talk about it. Let's just not talk about it.
Okay, I mean, we're all sad about that. But
sometimes I say things and I don't mean them.
Okay, but that wasn't one of those times.
No, that was not one of those times. No, genuinely sad. I'm generally and genuinely sad.
Okay, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Two guys talking about lettuce. This episode was not sponsored, actually.
No, we didn't have a sponsor on this one. Oh, wait, a sponsor just came in.
Oh my God.
Oh, then we lost him.
Yeah. Why? How?
Because it was a pond, and they're like, well, we're not going to make any money. I mean, like, we don't even have money. We're just a pond. And they're like, ponds don't have...
A bunch of water?
Yeah, it was a pond. It was a pond of water. And they're like, I don't know why we'd even do a sponsorship. We're just a pond.
Yeah.
How would we even make money if people would be like, oh, yeah, I got to go visit that pond? You know, like...
I don't know what's happening. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Hang on a second. Here's the deal. I feel like in order to come to a clean end of the show, it has to be succinct. So let's just take a breath.
Okay.
Let's take a breath. We'll wait because the closing music hasn't started yet. So we obviously have not finished the show yet. We have to wait for the closing music to start, and then we can end it.
All right.
There's the music. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. I'm Greg Benson.
And I'm Craig Benzine.
And he's Craig Benzine. Thank you so much. We will see you next week or hear you, or actually neither is true. You'll hear us. Goodbye.
He's Craig Benson. Since he said I was Craig Benzine, I feel like I should say he's Craig Benson.
We've already ended. It's over.
Oh. Well, you didn't have to say he's Craig Benson. It just said I was Craig Benson.
Yeah, no one can hear this part. It's all done.
Okay. That's fine. I can still talk even when we're not recording, can't I?
I don't think so.
Really? I talk all day. I guess I'll stop.
Okay, I got to be honest with you. Yeah, the music has already faded out, but they can still hear us.
Oh.
Yeah. So the end of the podcast wasn't really the ending. Wouldn't it be weird if we had two endings?
That would be weird, but we're not going to have two endings.
No, we wouldn't. Oh, there's the music again. Thanks once again for listening to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. I'm Greg Benson.
And I'm Craig Benzine.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I'm talking about lettuce.
Bye-bye, everybody. Okay, now we're done for sure.
Yeah,
right?
now it's definitely done.
I'm talking about lettuce. I'm talking about lettuce. I'm talking about lettuce. I'm talking about lettuce. I'm talking about lettuce.